And now, the Nazi Broadcasting Network presents Law and Disorder.
Brought to you by the National Organization for Women and the National Sensitivity Trainers of America. Need a sensitivity trainer? There is a local chapter on a public college and university campus near you.
In Law and Disorder, it is considered especially heinous to be accused of a crime of a sexual nature.
Yes. If a female is tortured over a 3-day period and dismembered, that is not considered heinous, because the accusation must be of a sexual nature, to be considered heinous. No possible sexual motive, no heinous. You see, the evolution of the species has led to a greater understanding of the needs of women. Now, we understand what it really means to be heinous. So anything even possibly suggesting a hint of even sexual thought by the accused, is considered heinous.
For example, if a female claims she has been touched anywhere above the toes, or below the top of her head, and the accusation implies that there may have even remotely been a sexual motive, it is considered an especially heinous crime, and should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Now if the female accuser has been drinking heavily, it is also an especially heinous crime, because in that state she could easily be taken advantage of.
Absolutely zero tolerance. And if she has committed a crime against the person she is accusing, such as stealing, slander, illegal entry, home invasion, the use of banned substances or any other quote-unquote misbehavior, it must be taken into consideration that she is the female, and therefore the likely victim, and especially when impaired, the more likely the victim.
Of course. The important thing to remember is that, well, the male really must be assumed to be guilty regardless of the circumstance, because men are guilty of thousands of years of misogyny.
Which brings me to the most important point. Really, there is a spiritual element involved here. According to the Bible, if a man thinks of something, he is, for all practical purposes, doing it. I remember, what a man thinketh in his heart blah blah blah. You remember the scripture, don't you? It doesn't say, what a woman thinketh in her heart. The man is specified.
Of course. You know, all really hot women like us are probably victims of sexual thought crimes by men multiple times. Which in reality, according to the scripture, is an actual crime. They see hot women like us and well, they cannot control their thoughts.
Let's get to our episode tonight. The case of the missing lipstick. In this episode, a woman's lipstick has gone missing, and only a man was in the vicinity at the time. Looks like we have another female victim here, don't you think?
I most certainly do. Missing lipstick, man in vicinity. Sounds like an open and shut case.